How can it be that we have free choice? Well, God knows what I'm going to do. And if God knows what I'm going to do, then it's impossible to do the opposite. If he knows that I'm going to be righteous, then surely I have to be righteous. If he knows I'm going to be the opposite, then I'm going to be wicked. It's impossible to do otherwise, surely. And yet we know that we have free choice. The Torah tells us we have free choice. In fact, it's codified in Jewish law by Maimonides, where he states in his book, the Mishnah Torah, that free will is granted to all men. If one desires to turn himself to the path of righteousness, the choice is his. If he wants to turn himself to the opposite and choose evil, the choice is his. And he goes on and he says that one should not be like the fools of the world. That at the time of man's creation, God decrees whether he will be righteous or wicked. It's not so. In fact, that's a pillar of the Torah and his commandments. Because otherwise, what's the point of prophets coming along and warning us or encouraging us? What's the point of reward and punishment? Either we're going to be righteous or wicked. And yet we're told that God does know what we're going to do. And yet we have free choice. So how can that be? I'm going to give two concise answers to this question, which some people think is very hard and you can't answer, but it can be answered. And it's like with the rest of Judaism, it's not so hard, but one has to look in the books. So two concise answers are like this. Number one, let's say I was a clairvoyant, I could tell what's going to happen in the future. So I know what you're going to do. I know what actions you're going to take. Does my knowledge of what you are going to do, does that deprive you of your free choice? Well, no. I just know what you're going to choose with your free will. The same is true of God. God knows our actions, but that doesn't deprive us of our free will. Let's use scientific terms. Let's say like this. Pre-knowledge is not the opposite of free choice. So what is the opposite of free choice? The opposite of free choice is going to be compulsion. Pre-knowledge or knowledge in general is not necessarily compulsion. Like, for example, knowledge of what someone did yesterday. That's not compulsive knowledge. We just know what happened. The same is true of God. His knowledge does not affect our actions. That's the first answer. The second answer is that our knowledge, God's knowledge, is not like our knowledge. His knowledge, as we know by God, that God himself is above time and space. That's accepted amongst all peoples. As he is above time and space, his knowledge as well of past, present and future is above those limits. So for example, if I knew what you did yesterday, as we explained, my knowledge doesn't affect your actions. I just know what you did yesterday. So if God, who is above time and space, his knowledge of the past is the same as the future. It's happened by him already. His knowledge of the future is the same as the past. It doesn't affect our actions. It doesn't affect us. And therefore, we have that free choice. And it should be by choosing the right thing, by doing what God has commanded us to do, that we should make the right choices and we should do the right things and bring the ultimate redemption immediately. Have a great week.